So check out this bike we picked up down in Southern California. So it's a CT200U-EX, and I have no idea what's in this engine. But I do know one thing, it has a billet flywheel. I don't know if you can see it down in there. And then a VM22. And then it looks like the header pipe, they custom made a dual exhaust out of the existing header pipe. As you can see on this side where they welded another section onto the header pipe. So you have a dual exhaust. Then it's got these super wide handlebars on here. And then number plates. So I don't know if they used to race this thing or not. And then the gas tank is a trip. Looks like they got it wired on here. And then clamped on the front. Actually fits on there pretty good though. And you got the cap that comes off there to one side. And they added this metal plating on the top. So you have your driver driven. And they got some kind of fairings on here. So like I said, I'm not sure if they race this thing or not. And they added these custom foot pegs on here. So it looks like it has a 60 sprocket. So it's got some nice tires on here. The Sun F tires on the front and the back. So maybe I'll pull this valve cover off here and we'll see what kind of rocker arms are in here. Maybe we'll get more of a clue on what's inside the engine. I'm guessing with the billet flywheel, it most likely has a billet rod, maybe a cam, because the governor's already deleted on the top here and in the front. They got it plugged off. So hopefully it has billet stuff on the internals. Let me pull this off here, we'll see. Oh, nice. Looks like it's got an aluminum retainer kit and the shaft mounted rockers and the upgraded valve springs, and the push rods look like they're chrome moly push rods. So it might have a decent head on here. So I'm guessing it has a billet rod and a cam. And then it looks like it has a 10 thousandths head gasket. So this thing might run pretty good. So let me throw this valve cover back on here and I'll see if I can start this thing up. Yeah, I think this thing's been sitting for a while. So let me throw some gas down in here. I've actually got some gas in there. Okay, so it doesn't smell that bad. Let's just if I can fire it up. Let's see what happens. Oh, this carburetor might be dirty too. See if I can get some gas down in here. There we go. Okay, so I can't keep this thing going, so I'm going to pull this bowl off of here. I bet the jets are clogged. Pilot jet's probably all clogged up. Okay, it don't look too bad down in there. Maybe a little bit of dirt. Actually, it does have a little bit of water in there, it looks like. So maybe I'll drain out this fuel too. Throw some new fuel in there. Pull this main jet out of here first. We'll see what's in here. So this thing still only has the stock main jet. So even if it does have a cam or rod and all that stuff, it's not going to run that good anyway with this carb. And a stock main jet only has like a 95 jet in it, or 98. So I'll swap that out. And we'll see if the pilot jet's clogged, which it looks like it is. Totally clogged up. Oh yeah, that thing is way clogged. So let me clean that out. So I ran some wire through this thing, and now let's see if it'll clear it out. Oh yeah. So now we're cleared out. Clear up these passages real quick. Throw the pilot back in there and throw a different main in there and see what it fires up. So I'm going to throw a 115 main jet in here. Better than the 98. It'll definitely get it closer. And then if it still doesn't run, I'll pull this carb off and make sure it's in alignment with the intake manifold. All right, got it back together. Let's see what happens. So it sounds pretty good. It idles pretty smooth. It doesn't sound like it has too big of a cam in it. But let me take it out and we'll see what it does. Well, it seems pretty snappy with the 60 sprocket. Let's see how fast it was so far. 47.84, almost 48 miles an hour. That's not bad though for this big bike. I just wonder what cam's in this thing. Yeah, it doesn't run bad. Definitely has some low speed torque. Let me see how quick it is. If I can keep the front end on the ground with that 60 sprocket, we'll see. Let me set up the draggy real quick. Alright, let me do a 0 to 30. Whoa! Yeah, it's going to be hard launching this thing. Let me try that again. I'll have to get into it slower. It has that 60 sprocket. It's hard getting on it right from the start. Let me roll into it and see what I can do. Man, if this thing had a juggernaut, it'd be a lot better. 4.19. It's actually a pretty quick bike. And that was just rolling into it. Yeah, this thing would be a lot better with a juggernaut. It would definitely let it rev a lot higher. Because you can hear it when you're riding it up at top speed, it kind of bogs. That stock driver just does not let it rev. not a bad running bike. Yeah, right there you can tell that it could use a juggernaut. So the bike almost did 50 miles an hour and 4 seconds from 0 to 30, so not a bad running bike. I mean, I don't know what's inside the engine internally, but with that billet flywheel and those chromoly push rods and those shaft mounted rockers, I'm sure it has a billet rod and some kind of cam.